Hi everyone, Armored Pants here, and I have another advanced Blitz guide for you. This one covering in-game decision making again, and this one particularly with heavy tank usage and heavy tank in-game decision making. And we will use the E100 because it was a subscriber request, but actually this is a great idea because if you're thinking about heavy tanks and how to play the role of a heavy tank, particularly the role that we discuss in the heavy tank guide, that is being the tip of the spear and seizing those strategic points on the map. Well, the E100 is one of those tanks which can execute that role effectively, perhaps perfectly, and it is indeed quintessential heavy tank. And obviously at tier 10, it's at the pinnacle of Blitz gaming. So let's have a look at the gameplay. So as you saw there, it's a supremacy game and it is on Yamamoto Harbor. First thing we do obviously is we check the setup. So I've checked the setup, I've looked at the heavies, counted number of heavies, counted number of fast movers, counted number of TDs. So that's done right now. Rather than go towards A, which is the standard practice for a heavy tank here, I decided to go in between A and B. Because this is a strategic point on this map, and you can control A, B, and to an extent C from this position here. Now, it can be dangerous in some tanks, but when you're in the E100, it's so heavily armored, it's such a beast that you can, do that with a little bit more safety, a little bit more alacrity than you would otherwise in some other tanks. You saw there Super Conqueror, a tank, by the way, that we just recently reviewed here on channel, which is a great tank. But obviously it doesn't have such a big gun as the E100. And you see there, I've gotten 2 shots into him and received no damage yet. Also, the E100, apart from its huge armor profile and that massive gun, has that huge pool of hit points, 2,750. And it is just a monster of a frontline tank. You see there 4 bounces already, 1200 damage blocked, and this is just a beast. Now I'm going to take 1 hit here, but I want to clear him off so that I can go and move into a more strategic position. Happy to trade those few hit points to clear him off. So we've removed also one of their most dangerous tanks. We can go in now and claim B, so claim back one of those one of those bases. Now I'm not going to go too far forward here because, as you saw, there is danger to the left. There is the Holy there, and obviously I don't want to get smashed by him. Big gun can do lots of damage, so I'm going to play it safe. The E100 is a tank which is best front on, right? So you don't want to be showing your side or back. Now we have the FV, so switch up to HE, get a bounce, put one into him, get a low roll, don't pen him completely. But good news is I've taken him down to 1 shot 1 AP round, which is exactly where you want such a dangerous tank as the FV with that DPM burst to be. Look here, now we can see that we have almost as much damage blocked as we have damage inflicted. So the net damage count is almost at 5k already, which is exactly the kind of position you want to be in a heavy tank. I'm going to leave it in HE mode, round selected, because I'm thinking I might get a shot onto this Type 61. And I want to do a lot of damage on him if possible, because we are down now to a 5v4 situation where 1 tank down. I'm going to push on, see if I can get a shot onto him. I'm not going to, but it looks like my allies are going to clear him off, which they do. And now we're back to 4v4. There's the FV, and then, clear him off. Easy shot, low roll, splash damage. Don't need to worry about penning him at all. Now the Hori is still there. See him, so I need to be aware of him when I'm moving into position against the IS-7. I want to keep those structures, the structure of the crane, in between me and him. Another bounce from the IS-7, big round into the side of him. Went for his ammo rack, didn't get it. Hori is still there, need to be conscious of him, and that's actually going to play a part here. I'm going to slow it down, actually I'm going to freeze frame it. Hori is over there, So when I'm turning to face the IS-7, you'll notice it, I don't use my tracks. Reason why? I don't want to put my butt facing the Ho-Ri while he can get a shot onto me. Because he can put a HE round into me. So if I'm going to take a round from, I wanted it just to take an AP round. If I have to, I want to take a lower roll AP round. But as it happens, I don't take any hits, clear off the IS-7, and now we're good to go because my ally, the E50, has taken out the Ho-Ri. And now it's game over. Now it's just to see if I can do some extra damage. Could go for a HE round into the back of the T57, but rather than risk the low roll, I went for the damage and put an AP round into him. So a fairly uneventful game, you probably thought, but you can see 5.2k of damage, almost. It's an 8k net damage game. That is damage received and damage given and damage blocked. But it's fairly uneventful type of game. And in actuality, that's sort of, what you should be aiming for when you're in a heavy tank in Blitz. If you have an uneventful game, it doesn't seem like you do anything spectacular, but ends up like that, that shows that you've done everything right and that you're making the right decisions. And I think I made the right decisions in that game, and I think that making those decisions ensured that in the end it was a relatively easy win for my team. And I was able to have a good game with big damage given, big damage blocked. So overall, I think a good demonstration of in-game decision making, why those decisions were made, especially thinking about the tank that you're playing, the E100, which is a tip of the spear frontline tank that can go in, use that armor and that big gun to seize those strategic positions on the map, dominate the map as we were able to do from the start, by moving into that position where both A, B and to an extent C are covered. So I think overall a good demonstration of the E100 and heavy tank play. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you found it enjoyable. I hope that the decisions made sense to you. If they did, let me know. If they didn't, you would do something different, also let me know, because that's what these videos are about. So cheers, Mush. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please hit subscribe. And now I guess all remains for me to say is, as always, pants off.